Hi, my name's Tiana, and today I'm going to be sharing my January favorites with you guys. I'm going to try to do these every month. I tried to do it before, but I was like really horrible at being consistent. So I have an actual video schedule this year. So let's hope that I can keep up with it and that you guys can come back and check out my monthly favorites and it can become like a regular part of my blog part of my channel. But yeah, I hope you enjoy and let's get into the favorites. Okay, so this is like a mix of lifestyle and clean beauty picks, like skincare and makeup stuff. So yeah, I just kind of picked the things that I really was enjoying this past month and that I was reaching for the most. So the first pick I have is True Botanicals Renew Oil. I absolutely love this stuff. It has helped my skin so much, not just because it helps to fight the signs of aging, but also because it helps to retain moisture in the skin. And it definitely, like, I don't want to get too much into the ingredients and too much into how everything works. If you're curious about that, you can watch my True Botanicals favorite video or my True Botanicals review video, in which I talk about specific ingredients and why I love True Botanicals so much. But basically, I love this face oil. It's amazing. It definitely is showing its like qualities so much more in wintertime when my skin has been dry and just like chapped and irritated and red. It definitely helps with dry skin, but I think that any skin type could probably benefit from this, especially if you are in your 20s and above. I definitely think that you'll find there are some great qualities to this oil, like helping with uneven skin tone and fine lines and just giving your skin more clarity, even honestly helping with acne, although they do have a clear face oil, which I also use in the summer and spring, which is more tailored to combination acne prone skin types, which you could try as well. Both are awesome. They're just a little bit different. This one's a little more nourishing and that one is a little more light and sinks into the skin. So yeah, totally been loving this, reaching for it like constantly this month. The next favorite I have is another skincare favorite, and it is the Derma E Hydrating Night Cream with hyaluronic acid. This is cruelty-free, vegan, I think it's gluten-free, and they are Leaping Bunny certified. Just a white cream. I've been mixing this with the True Botanicals Renew Oil and layering balms over and stuff like that. But this has really helped my skin as well because it's just been so freaking dry. I've found that like I do tend to occasionally use face creams in the winter when my skin is like just parched. And this is a good one. I have a hard time finding good face creams that I actually like that don't break my skin out or that actually do something. And this is one of them. So this is really great. And Derma E is super affordable and you can find them in so many places. I'll link all the products below just in case you want to try anything. But yeah, I really love this one. I love that it has hyaluronic acid in it and it's eco-ethical, which I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty cool. And they are fairly natural. Derma E didn't used to be. They used to just be like cruelty-free and vegan, but they've definitely upped their game in the last couple of years. And I love the rebrand and the dedication to becoming more eco-friendly and natural. So that's awesome. Like this is glass and they're still really affordable. So awesome. But yeah, loving this cream. So one last oil I wanted to mention is the Rainwater Botanicals Skin Repair Serum. I absolutely love this one. It's just a longtime favorite of mine. And not only is it a great face oil, it smells really good. It says rose and carrot. I don't know that it really smells like rose. Like, honestly, I can't describe it. It just smells kind of like bright and happy. I don't know. I am not the best at describing scents, to be honest with you. But what I really love about this, I mean, aside from the fact that you can get this entire thing for $12, which is just freaking crazy and awesome, I love that it is really hydrating. I've been like taking little drops of this and putting it on like dry patches and also on my lips, and it has helped with chapped lips, which is crazy. I've never experienced that in an oil, not in the lip serum, not in like a you know, I've used balms obviously, but like in terms of like an oil that's meant for your face, helping with dry lips, I've not experienced that. And even like the lip serum products, as far as like the ones that claim that they're like hydrating, but they're also like a gloss, I haven't really experienced a different in those either. So this I was really impressed with, and it is so freaking affordable. It's like you have to try it. It's amazing. It really does compare to some of the more expensive luxury brands at a fraction of the price. I love this stuff, and I love that it's organic, natural, wild crafted, and it looks like they are now yeah, they're cruelty-free and vegan, and they use all glass, I believe, for almost all their products, except maybe some of the squeeze tube sunscreens and maybe some of the body products. But yeah, I love this. It's a favorite for like years, like over 5 years. I love it, and I've been reaching for it, and I'll probably buy it again because it's made such a difference. I like forgot how great it was. Okay, and another one that I have is this Heretic perfume, Holy Water perfume. It's a natural, clean fragrance brand, and they are one of the few, I'm almost out of this stuff. God, I'm like basically out. They are one of the few that honestly I can say, compared to like designer and fragrances, like this feels like a luxury fragrance brand. But it's without all of the synthetic ingredients. They are very transparent about what they put in their perfumes, and they use a blend of, you know, plant extracts and essences to create their scent blends, which is really amazing that they're able to create sophisticated scents. This is one of them, and honestly, it does smell like a designer fragrance, but it doesn't irritate my eyes or my skin. And it smells awesome. I've gotten so many compliments on this one, so I'll definitely be repurchasing and trying out some of their other scents because I really love them. But yeah, love this one. It's amazing. Okay, so two favorites I want to mention together that have just been making a big difference in my skin. I mentioned them before in my clean beauty favorites of 2018, but I've just still been loving them. It's still winter here, so it's the Osea Anti-Aging Body Balm and the body mask it's the resurfacing body mask from True Botanicals. This is basically a gel peel kind of thing for your body. It doesn't really peel, and it does tingle a little bit, but it's not like super aggressive about, like you're not gonna feel a burning sensation or anything like that. It honestly, you wouldn't even really notice that it's exfoliating your skin unless you're super sensitive. So definitely do a patch test if you're worried about it. But yeah, I almost hardly don't feel anything happening on my skin when I put this on. I just put it onto my dry skin from like the neck down and wait 5 to 10 minutes, and then I jump in the shower, and it just makes such a difference in how soft my skin is and how it's able to absorb products. So I like using this one, and then using this anti-aging body balm, or even the Andaria oil from Osea is really great also. But I've been loving using these together, and I find that my skin has just been like soft and hydrated and happy, which is crazy for winter because normally it's just like chapped and awful. This has made all the difference in the world for me. And yeah, I'm just finding that I'm loving it this year. So definitely this past month, been using these constantly. Okay, so the next two favorites are new discoveries for me. They were sent to me from Safe and Chic to review on Instagram, and I ended up really liking them. So now I'm mentioning them here. They're not paying me for placement or anything like that. I just ended up really loving these. And these are the Fit Glow Beauty Lip Serums. I got it in the Lip Duo pack, which I think is like a gift set. And I believe it's around 40 bucks for the duo set. But yeah, I absolutely love these. They are really great. They do feel like a nourishing tinted sheer balm kind of texture. And I do think that they could help chapped lips. I don't know if they would make a huge difference over time. I've only been using them this month and definitely loving them. And I've been carrying them around with me and wearing them every day pretty much since I got them. Like, I really, really love them. They smell like cake too, which is amazing. But yeah, like they're just definitely like thick kind of lip glosses. They do feel very thick, but they're not like sticky. They're very silky. And they do have a bit of color in them. They're not super pigmented. They're sheer for sure. So they're more like everyday colors. But yeah, I just find that they have been helping keep my lips happy on top of using balms and like the oil that I mentioned. And I don't know, I just like them a lot. I just really like using them. I find them really appealing, and they definitely make my lips look pretty and plump and give that shine, and also make them feel hydrated. So even when my lips are chapped, they definitely kind of protect and nourish in the harsher weather. So totally loving these ones. If you want to see swatches of this, just definitely check out my post on Instagram. I did swatches of these and kind of talk more about what's in them, which is all natural and organic, just in case you're wondering. But if you want to know specific ingredients, definitely check that out. The link is below. Last two clean beauty favorites that I have are the Ether Beauty palette. It's the Rose Quartz Gemstone palette. I absolutely love this one. This is the first palette that they came out with. It is zero waste. The entire thing is eco-friendly, and made in small batches, made in the USA in San Francisco. And I actually got to meet the founder at Indie Beauty recently, and she was so amazing, so nice. And I got a sneak peek at the new palette that's coming out in the summer, and it is freaking awesome. You're gonna want to get that. I like want all of them. But yeah, I absolutely love these colors. And what's really cool is they actually told me that the way that they're designed to be worn, like these colors can be worn together, these colors can be worn together, these colors can be worn together. These are all of the like shiny glittery type colors, and they're more like eyeshadow toppers, but if you use them wet, you can actually get a more pigmented color. I'm using this one today with this over the top, and I wet, oh sorry, not this one, this one over the top, and you can kind of see that it's a lot more pigmented because I used a damp brush. And it makes a world of difference actually in terms of pigmentation. It's amazing. I love these. You can get really subtle or really dramatic looks from it. And I just find that it's really easy to use and travel with. And surprisingly, even though it's eco-friendly, you can't like bend this. It's very sturdy. Yeah, and again, really easy to travel with. Totally love it. Definitely gonna get the other ones. Oh man, I love this brand so much. Definitely pick one up if you are new to makeup. I think it would be really good, especially if you want like natural everyday colors just really quick. These are definitely really, really wearable colors. And the fact that it's designed to wear the colors that are next to each other together makes it really easy, so you don't have to think about it if makeup kind of intimidates you. So I thought that was really awesome. And the last one that I have is this Ritual Defy Ashen Ember Eye Set, and it's in the color Divinus. Oh my god, I love this. And if you look at my Instagram highlights, I actually swatched this and a bunch of Ritual Defy products that I had got on Black Friday last year in November. So you can see a closer look on what these look like on the skin. I'm actually wearing this as a base coat in this eye makeup look today. It's just a really beautiful kind of like golden taupe color. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a little yellowish, yeah, yellow gold. But I just really love it. It's a beautiful color, super easy to wear. You can wear it on its own. You can wear it with all the other Ashen Ember eye sets. I've mixed them with so many colors. And I just find it to be really wearable and really easy to use. So their Ashen Ember eye sets are really interesting because they feel like a cream but also like a powder. They're just a really interesting product. And I love that they're in these little pots. So I just stick my brush in there and, you know, a little bit goes a long way. Like I really haven't used very much of this, even though I've been using it pretty much constantly since I purchased it. But yeah, totally love these. I have a bunch of them now and I really love them. I want all the colors. They're amazing. And I just find myself reaching for them whenever I want an easy makeup look. I just kind of swipe some color on and like blend it with my fingers, and it's very wearable. Okay, so the last things I'll be mentioning as favorites are all lifestyle type favorites. The first one is a book that I got. It's the Tarot Plain and Simple book. And this is by, it's illustrated by Robin Wood and the writer is Anthony Lewis. This is a book that I have definitely used to learn tarot and have heavily referenced when doing my Tarot Tuesday posts on Instagram this past year in November. I think it started in October, I want to say, and went through December. But yeah, absolutely love this book. Found it really helpful if you're interested in learning tarot. This is a great one. It's really straightforward and very practical. Has examples for spreads, what every card means, what they mean in reverse. And yeah, I just found it really informative. So if you're totally new to tarot and you just want something basic that's going to help you learn the facts about the symbolism in the cards, this is great. I also recommend using the Robin Wood or the Rider-Waite deck. Those are the easiest to learn in my experience. And another book that I got is the only astrology book you'll ever need. And this one is by Joanna Woolfolk, yeah. And this is crazy. It just like, if you can get your birth chart, if you know what time you're born, or even any of your friends, and you can get their birth chart and you know like what planets there have signs in and what your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant are, this book explains what everything means. And it really just goes into depth about astrology and like what all the planets mean, what all the houses mean, what the sun and moon sign mean in terms of your personality and your traits. It's just such an in-depth book about astrology. So if you're interested in things like the zodiac, then this is a great book to pick up because it really does explain a lot of stuff that you You probably could learn online, but this is in such a straightforward way that it makes it really easy to digest, if that makes sense. And there's also a whole section on like how to read a natal chart, which is crazy because I never understood how to read them, and this gives you like a step-by-step of how to do it. It also gives like a comparison of like what your sign and another sign would be compatible in terms of a romantic relationship, who your best sign friends are, and things like that. So it's really fun. I've had a lot of fun reading about my own chart and also my friends' charts and things like that. Using this book, it's been very instrumental. So if you're curious about astrology, again, definitely check this one out. I will link it in the description below. But yeah, I've totally enjoyed reading this. If you are interested in astrology and zodiac, you will definitely enjoy it as well. Last few things I wanted to mention are films and TV shows I discovered this past month. And one of them is called The Midwife. And I did not think that I would enjoy this TV show. It's a British show, and I didn't think that I would enjoy it, but I ended up really loving it. And it's based on a woman's life in the late 50s, early 60s, working as a midwife in East End, London. And it's just about her experiences and like everyone she knows experiences working as midwives and what they go through every day. And like, it's really interesting in terms of the medical advancements and like what women did back then and like how people lived. I certainly learned a lot about British and like British English history and history of that time in terms of like medical advancements. We've come a long way in just 50, well, I guess 70 years now. But it's crazy. So it really just kind of enlightened me in a lot of ways, and the stories were really touching and the characters are awesome. So definitely recommend that one. The other three things I want to mention were Bird Box, Bandersnatch, which were both special like movie specials. Bandersnatch is like a Black Mirror movie / episode. If you've seen Black Mirror, it's like a Twilight Zone type show. Like I always call it the British version of Twilight Zone. That's what it reminds me of. But Bandersnatch is like a movie special that they did, and it's really, really good if you like sci-fi. It's very creepy. And then there's Bird Box, which felt like a thriller. It almost felt like a zombie film, but like not, like apocalypse zombie film. I don't know how to describe that. It was really weird. Really good though. Really, really good. I liked it a lot. And then the other one that I really, really enjoyed is Maniac, which is a Netflix miniseries that came out with Emma Stone and Jonah Hill, and it just talked a lot. It was like it was a sci-fi take on like mental illness basically, and just people being unhappy and having problems and how they deal with them and how they're trying to like be cured of their issues. And it was a really beautiful story, and if you're interested in things like that, I definitely recommend this miniseries. It was really interesting. Oh, and the last one I wanted to recommend is a show that I'm not sure if there's more than one season or if it was just like a short special that came out maybe on BBC, because it was a British show, and it was on Netflix, and it was called Don't Call Me Crazy, and I really loved it. It followed these kids in this ward. They're basically in like a mental institution for mental health issues that they were struggling with. They're mostly like early teen to like late teen years. And it was all the different issues that they were struggling with. And they kind of followed these people and saw how they went from being like really mentally unwell to being like healthier and able to like rejoin society, or like how they were able to get the help that they needed. I absolutely loved it. Like I normally don't like stuff like that. It can usually stress me out, so I would rather read about it. And a lot of them I noticed are like shock and awe, so it's not really, not to say it's not about helping people, but it's almost like they just want to get the like shock value of it, and it's not really about helping people. So I really loved that this one was very focused on helping these kids get better and helping them cope and deal in healthy ways. It was really, really awesome and really insightful, and it's just a documentary. I'm not sure if it's like a mini series again or a show or whatever, but it was awesome. So hopefully they do another season. If they haven't, that would be really cool. That is everything for my January favorites. I hope you enjoyed, and definitely check out some of the shows and movies that I recommended. Those are really easily accessible on Netflix or Hulu if you have that. But yeah, I don't know. I really had a good month. It's not been that fun. I feel like I'm going through some weird transitional phases which are really uncomfortable emotionally, but it's been good. I'm glad that we're in 2019. It's a new year, and I feel like I'm ready to welcome those changes, as uncomfortable as they may feel. So I hope you guys are having a good month and you're ready for February. I have some really cool things planned. I'm excited to do another zodiac makeup tutorial. If you haven't seen the first one of that, definitely check it out. The first look was inspired by Aquarius, and the voiceover is me talking about all the traits of Aquarius and what Aquarians are like, what they're known for, and how it inspired the look. So I hope you check that out and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please let me know what were your favorites for January in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. What are some good shows that you're watching, or books that you're reading, or products that you've tried? Let me know in the comments. I definitely want to check that out. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel for more green beauty, natural wellness, and lifestyle videos, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.